Alright guys, it's Jax. I'm here with MK.
Hi.
And we're going to do a player profile today. MK is currently sitting with the #1 tag in the PCDC. So MK, what is your full name? It can't be MK.
My name is Michaela, so M and K are capital, so MK.
Oh, I
Drop
like
the
it.
rest.
And what's your new last name, my dear?
I just got married, MK Warfal.
Oh, how long have you been playing disc golf?
So I have been playing disc golf for about a year now. April of 2020 was my first round of 18.
That's wild.
Yeah, during COVID.
And how did you get involved? How did Kyle get you out there?
So my husband played ultimate frisbee in college, and when he graduated, he decided that he didn't want to put a frisbee down, so he picked it up, got really good, disc golf that is, he got really good, and then I never used to see him on the weekends, so I was like, what the heck? So I started playing just so we could hang out, plus I got laid off during COVID, so I had plenty of time.
Oh, that's a joke. Sorry. Are you a casual player or competitive player?
I am a competitive disc golf player. I would definitely say casual. Casual is fun, and I love to have a beer with the girls, but just something about getting in that competitive mindset that's just where it's at for me. Definitely competitive.
I like that. How do you personally prepare for a tournament?
So I've had a lot of tournament prep recently. We've been playing tournaments basically every single weekend. I am into CrossFit as well, so I have two obsessions, CrossFit and disc golf. So I really make sure that if I have a tournament that week, I'll go lighter. I'll still work out the 4 days a week, but I'll go lighter with that. I always try and eat healthy, so I try and keep that during the week. I'm always staying hydrated. That really is super important to me. I also plan my meals out for the tournament weekend. So like I'll go to the grocery store and make sure I'm not stressing out on Thursday or Friday for the tournament, and I'll get things like, I love peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, I love vitamin water, just things like that. I get my lunches ready. I don't like to play courses on the weeks that I have a tournament. I like to go out in the field and I like to putt, but anytime I'm on a course and kind of like counting my score on tournament weeks, I think that makes me more anxious. So really just field work and making sure my bag looks right. I am a Discraft junkie. They're the best plastic. Their molds are the most consistent. The Discraft Undertaker is just, I think, the greatest disc ever made. So, and the Zone. So I just can't get away. But I'm trying to get into other things. Hope Brown is trying to get me into Latitude. So I've got some fuses. I've got some Latitude stuff.
I'm
but
a huge
definitely
Latitude.
Definitely Discraft junkie.
Speaking of your favorite disc, do you want to show us what?
Yes. Okay. My favorite disc is the Discraft Undertaker. It's like a ghost stamp, so you can't really see, but she's a pretty straight flyer. With a backhand, she goes right, but is super faithful with coming back, and with the forehand, it's pretty straight for me, but love the Undertaker. It's a 9-speed. I try and stick to fairway drivers. I'm not confident with high-speed drivers, so 9-speed is about as high as I go, but also the Zone. Everyone should have a Zone. My favorite course I've ever played is definitely Idlewild, which, oh my gosh, it was so much fun. Kyle has family that lives there, and so we spent a whole day playing that course. Like, we played like 3 times because it felt like a little kid's playground. We felt like little kids playing at Idlewild.
That's awesome.
I like holes that you have to throw a specific line. So I think hole 8 at Castle is the only one I can think of right now. Hole 8, it's like a par 5, super long. You have to hit perfectly right off the tee. If you don't hit perfect off the tee, you're in the woods and you're scrambling. So I love having to hit your line because I feel like I can hit lines better than just having a wide open hole.
Yeah.
My favorite thing is an Annie that comes back. So backhand,
It's like an S-curve.
Yeah, an S-curve. Yeah, there you go with the actual terminology. S-curve is probably what I'm best at, but my favorite thing is an approach because I think it's the most important shot because I don't want to spend my time putting, so approach that hits the pin, that's what I want.
Okay.
With my Zone.
What putter do you use?
I use the Fierce Discraft, which I really like.
So you've only been playing for a year, so you haven't gotten to go back around to tournaments, but what has been your favorite tournament you've played to date?
So I have played the Azalea twice because it got rescheduled.
Oh, that's true.
So I've got to say my favorite tournament is the Azalea because it's my home course. I was there with the tournament prep, helping out. I love what our club did for everything, and I went from 2 second places back to back. So no
That a
first
girl.
yet, but maybe next year.
As somebody who's just started playing in the past year, so you're learning the rules, what is something now that you're a competitive player that you've seen a lot of people continuously break in a casual round?
Yeah, so I think a lot of casual players struggle with standing up next to their disc and appropriately taking 30 seconds. I think that's also the thing that bothers me the most on the course with casual players, is when you walk up to your disc, you have 30 seconds. That's the rules. And taking more because you're just not sure. I get it in casual play, but it does become kind of frustrating. So being mindful of the amount of time you're taking on each shot. I think my best asset as a card mate is that I am everyone else's #1 cheerleader. I think I'm pretty hard on myself as a player, but for everyone else, I think that I always will believe my card mates are doing awesome. I always believe that their approach is going to hit the basket, and you always give them that energy, and then you get that energy back, and that just makes you better. So I think I bring just positivity and cheerleader. I was a cheerleader my whole life, so I got the cheerleader energy.
I like it. That's my favorite kind of card mate. Are you like a one color kind of gal? Looks like you got a rainbow in there.
So I have a rainbow in my bag, but I'm trying to go pink, blue, and yellow.
Ooh.
That's going to be my next.
I haven't seen too many yellows out there.
Yeah, pink, blue, or orangey yellow.
Okay, so let's get out of disc golf for a second. We want to know about MK the person. What other hobbies do you have? What do you and Kyle like to do?
So my favorite thing to do outside of disc golf is CrossFit. I know I'm one of those people, but it is my favorite thing to do. It's that competitive mindset. Every single workout, you're competing against yourself as well as everybody else in the gym, and that just makes me work harder. So I love CrossFit. We also have recently, Kyle and I have gotten into gardening and growing peppers, growing ferns. We just have a ton of plants right now, trying to keep busy. Really into camping, really into hiking, anything outside. If I'm inside and cooped up, I'm probably going insane because I'm bored. I love to be doing anything.
Oh, awesome. Where are you from? What's your hometown?
I'm from Fayetteville, North Carolina.
That a girl. Okay, can you tell us a little bit about your education and occupation?
Yes, so I went to UNCW for my undergrad, where I got my bachelor's in psychology, minor in ABA. Go UNCW. Now I'm getting my master's in applied behavior analysis and psychology to become a BCBA, board certified behavior analyst. I work with kiddos on the spectrum. Mostly, we can work in any field, but I work with kids on the spectrum specifically in a clinic setting, pre-K clinic setting. Integrative therapy is kind of what we do mostly.
Nice.
It's definitely my passion, I would say.
Awesome.
My favorite kind of music. So I'm a music snob. Music is everything.
Oh, we hit the question here,
I
people.
love music. I would say my favorite is probably like the beach reggae, but then whenever we get into like roll your windows down, driving down to Wrightsville Beach, I like to go country, which crazy, but I love to go country at the beach. I also really like alternative rock. I would say those are my top 3. So I like the reggae, I like the country, and then I like alternative rock, like Machine Gun
set
Kelly.
on them. Oh my gosh,
my
I did
favorite.
not see that coming. Are you a beer, wine, or liquor kind of gal?
I am a beer girl. I'm a beer girl that can also throw back a fireball shot.
Ooh, whiskey, shall we? Okay.
The one tip I can think of that I needed to hear and still need to hear every day is like, you can do it. You can do it in the field. You can do it on the course. You see the shot, just do it. Like, you can do it.
Oh, I love that. Okay, as somebody who is trying to move up from rec to AM, what would you give them as advice of something they need to work on or be aware of and stuff?
Yeah, so if you're trying to move up from rec to AM, I feel like I have a couple of friends that are in this boat, but if you're trying to move from rec to AM, maybe every once in a while skip those casual rounds. Not that you have to go by yourself, but tell your friend, like, hey, I want to play a competitive round, I want to keep score, I want to take first shot, let's play a competitive round. So maybe instead of 3 casual rounds a week, go down to 2 casual rounds a week and 1 competitive. Just put yourself in that competitive mindset more often, so you can really see like the true player that you are.
Okay, as somebody in your current situation where you were an AM and very competitive at AM, but I know your ultimate goal is to play pro. So what are you working on right now to try and up your game? What would you say is like the biggest difference between your AM game and a pro?
Yeah, so I'm an advanced player right now. I would love to be a pro player one day. I sincerely lack confidence on the course, so my casual play is not the same as my competitive play. I would say at about 5 strokes. So I really want to work on my confidence. I want to have a bad shot and I want to let it go, and then I want to think of the next shot. So Darcy Barlow told me one of my favorite things is, I was like, I just keep getting in my head and I keep messing up, and she was like, yeah, but just one shot at a time. And I don't know why that just like changed my whole life, but just one shot at a time. If you shank a shot, well, don't shank the next one. And I think that's what I need to work on the most. I can rip a disc, I can putt, I need to believe that I can make the shot.